So you're just in your first year of trading, and trust me, it is going to be the most important year of your trading journey, and everything that you do in the initial time, that is the first year, is going to be laying the foundation of your entire trading journey. And so you should really make it worth it. Hi, it's Daksh here from Forex Monopoly, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you about the 5 things that you need to do in the first year of trading that will help you manage your emotions, let you be consistent, and help you avoid most of the problems that every single trader face in the first year. The first one on my list is developing good habits. I just cannot stress enough on how important good trading habits are, and that's why I'm going to start with this. I would like to share something with you. Like, as I move forward in my trading journey, I started picking up every other mistake that I made and corrected it the next time. And I kept on doing the same thing again and again, but I realized that this is not the right way to move forward. Yes, self-respecting, correcting mistakes do help, but the right way is to eradicate the problem from the core itself. Like, let's say that in the first year of your trading journey, you create a picture of getting very rich overnight, which almost every single person does. What this will do to you is it will make you risk higher than you should, and then maybe overtrade, and many other bad habits may develop. And this is what happens with almost everyone. And most traders develop very wrong habits in the first year of their trading that leads to their failure. So what I'm trying to tell you is everything that you do in life is all going to depend on your habits. And this is not just limited to your personal life, but it applies very well in trading too. And trading is mostly about forming good habits and removing the bad ones. And another important thing to understand is our habits are very stubborn. It's very easy to develop new habits than to change the old ones. So always try to develop good habits as early as possible. Now, how to do that? Like, how can you develop good trading habits? There are different ways to do that. And the most simple one is to do something consistently for 21 days. And it takes around 21 days to form a habit. And apart from this, if you are really interested in knowing more about habits, like why is it important, how to break bad habits, or how to form a new habit, then read this book called The Power of Habit. It is an excellent book, and it has helped me a lot in my trading journey. The next important thing is decision making. Do you know what the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is? A successful person is very good at decision making. Like, take any successful person. For instance, Jeff Bezos. He left his high paying job for starting a bookstore. Like, leaving a high paying job for starting a bookstore, for normal people, it would be a stupid decision. But we can now see that that was an excellent decision. I'm a very big fan of Hindu scriptures, and in one of them I read, life is a journey from B to D, B being birth and D being death. And the C in between is the choices that we make. It is like the choices we make in our life decide how our quality of life would be. So always make good choices. And good choices are made when we are very good at decision making. You are literally making decisions at each point in time. Right from when you wake up till you go to sleep. You are making a series of decisions that will dictate how your day is spent. Now, the days becomes weeks, and weeks becomes months, and eventually months become years. Now, tell me, aren't we making decisions all the time in trading? I mean, you are making a decision whether to take a trade or not, or how much your position size should be, where your stop loss should be, and where you need to exit a trade. Isn't this a series of decisions too? People usually think that these are very easy decisions to make, and I agree, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you need to make a very smart decision. Sometimes you need to act as Jeff Bezos did. And that's why you need to work on yourself and train yourself via your brain to make a good decisions all the time. Now the thing is, how should you do that? Again, there are different things for this, and I have my very personal way to deal with it. Like, many times when I need to make a decision and when I'm very confused about it, I deal with it in terms of worth. It's like I ask myself if it is worth it or not, or will I regret this? And based on that, I act. And this helps me to act wisely when my mind is clouded with a lot of emotions or not able to understand something. Again, this works for me very well, and it's possible that it may or it may not work for you. So if you want to learn about making decisions in detail and want to improve your decision making, then read this book called as Decisive by authors Chip and Dan Heath. This book will make you understand how things work when it comes to decision making, and also make help you make proper decisions. Now, I believe that trading is 80% psychological and only 20% technical. So I kept the two most important things in the first part of the video. And now let's talk about the technical things you need to do right in the first year of trading. But before that, before we move to that, you have a decision to make over here. Subscribe to this channel and get a free ebook, or just ignore and lose it. Which one would you make? The next important thing is mastering the basics. And here is where most of you mess up. Like, you come into Forex, pick up a strategy and start trading. But this isn't how it works. You need to master a few basics for using that strategy properly. I mean, how can a footballer become a great one if they don't even know how to control and pass the ball? In trading, there are lots of basics that you need to learn and try and master as you move ahead. Firstly, you need to understand how the markets move. Try to observe how different pairs behave during different sessions and master the highs and lows technique, which I already have a video on, and you can check it out by clicking the I button over here. Moving forward, it is also essential to understand different techniques that you can use to trade. Now, apart from this, try to understand technical trading terms like leverage, margin, and know how to use them. The next one on my list is try out everything. Like, if the theory was everything, then wouldn't every professor be the master of it? But theory isn't all that matters. We need to have practical knowledge and experiences too. And that doesn't just apply to education, it applies to literally everything that you will do in life. Be it a business, a sport, art, a skill, and even trading. Like, see it this way. What's the point in knowing everything about trading if you just can't apply all of that knowledge and make some money out of it? It doesn't make sense, right? And that's why once you have learned the basics, you need to start putting in all the time to try all the practical stuff. Like, be it of different indicators, different strategies, different setups, different trading systems, or even different financial market and financial assets. And most importantly, try out different trading styles. Because not many are aware of this, but I have found that different people do differently in different trading styles. For some, scalping may work. For others, day trading and swing trading may work. Like, different people will be good at different things because we all are built differently, and we need to know what works for us the best. I mean, when I was in the first year of my trading journey, I didn't know what to do, and I was just running after a strategy. But after a few years, I realized this and tried to get my hands on everything I could. And I spent hours learning stuff, practicing it and analyzing it, like if it's good or not, or it works for me or not. And then you know what happened? Once I tried everything out, it allowed me to have a clarity as of what works for me and what doesn't. And it led me to build my trading system. And this is something that you should consider doing too in the first year of your trading journey. As you start gaining experiences in this, you will understand that you cannot really trade all strategies, setups using all types of signals. You'll need to narrow down your focus to a particular set of things. And this is that very thing that will help you sustain over a long time. Yes, some might say that 1 year is too short to build a system, but at least you can give it a try, right? I mean, you already know things, you know the basics, you have tried different things, you are aware of psychological aspects too. So bring it all together and see where you go from there. This is also a very valuable experience in itself, and you should really consider doing that in the first year of trading journey. These are the top 5 things that you should try in the first year of your trading journey, and trust me when I say this, all of this will build a solid foundation for your entire trading journey. And this is it from my side, and I hope you have learned a lot from this video. And if you did, then make sure you hit the like button, and also do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.